Birthday Bash, written and voiced by Claire Frank. I lay in my bed thinking about how much I love it. I really do. I always tell my children to enjoy nap time because when they get older, it won't be a punishment, it'll be a rare pleasure. And today is no exception. If anything, it's especially nice to be in bed today as it's my birthday. And I can just lay here thinking about everything I'm not going to do. The dishes, breakfast, clothing the kids, taking them to school. Man, it feels like a vacation. Ooh, bit sad to say it like that. But it's true, isn't it? Sadly, I can't stay in bed forever. To say the least, a little bit surprised to see that not even the laundry I'd done the night before was hung up. And the rest of it, well, it was sheer disappointment. And a rather big slap in the face, because I ended up doing everyone's breakfast, cleaning the house well the best you can with a morning clean. And then I sat and waited. And I sat, and I waited for that moment to come. And then that moment passed. And nobody had said happy birthday to me. Not my husband, nor my children. No presents, no hugs, no happy birthday. I mean, I'm crazy because I'm walking into work and checking the calendar to see if it's actually my birthday. And of course it is. It even says it in our shared calendar. Then I stop in the middle of the street making people a bit pissed because it dawns on me that this has come down to it. This is my life. And it's kind of sad. And I'm so unseen. I feel like a slave in my own home. Well, not just that, but also rather sorry for myself. When I get to work, it's quiet. Everyone's just getting on with it, as they always do. And I try and do the same, but of course I can't. So I creep into the cafeteria. It's a soul-sucking white box where we eat lunch. But I'm here on a mission and I start my hunt. I'm hunting for cake. In all the cupboards underneath, even in the cutlery drawer. Why am I acting this desperate all of a sudden? Because I didn't think I had to bring in my own cake. No one ever does. Someone in the office is always in charge of bringing it. But my someone must just have forgotten. I get back to my desk and I look across to Jane. I envy Jane so much. When it was her birthday, she got her favourite chocolate cake covered in pink icing because she loves the colour pink. Well, that and teddy bears. And her desk is covered in both. Yeah, don't ask me why a grown woman has the taste of a 12-year-old girl, but it works for her. I suppose it works because she's very attractive. God, I wish I had her body at her age. And all the men drool over her like some wet dog. I swear they watch her all the time. If they got rid of her, they'd probably get more work done around here. You know what? Thinking about it, the opposite thing would happen. Because if they got rid of her, no one would turn up to work because there'd be no motivation to do so because she's that good looking. Even I look at her, but that is besides the point. The point is, she was an old lady called Jane with a desk full of dusty stuffed animals for children. She'd be considered very creepy. I think she is creepy, but people struggle to see that. Though she's still better off than me because she seems happy and I just seem miserable all the time. So, more than her looks, I envy her happiness. And her cake. I mean, at this point, I don't even need cake. I just want a happy birthday. Then the worst thing happens. The company's creep walks over. Great, what does he want? To complain about using too much ink in the printer. About unprofessional emails being sent with not the right punctuation. Yeah, he's that sort of type. Those sort of things are his trademark. He even used to put dates on lunchboxes in permanent marker pen. Needless to say, people don't like him around here, as you can imagine. He stopped doing that now. Now he does it with sticky labels, which I suppose is better, but he's not a fan favourite. Well, that is until today. Because he came up to me to say happy birthday. Yeah, him, out of everyone. Well, to say the least, I've seen a new light in him. It's like he's got a halo over him. He's a lovely little angel shining into this dark world that also just happens to preach proper etiquette at work. Then the icing on the cake comes, because he asked me if I want to go out for lunch and it'll be on him. Oh, I scream yes, immediately seeming way too desperate, but I don't care, this is brilliant, and lunch is brilliant. Oh, he takes me to this Mexican place. Oh, and I adore Mexican. I practically snort up all the salsa. Then the really unexpected happens. Somehow he asks me back to his place, and even stranger, somehow I say okay to it. He lives in a condo. It's pretty neat. But he can afford nice furniture and stuff because he doesn't have kids. Be a waste of money at mine. My kids would annihilate his couch with spaghetti bolognese, crayon pens and whatever else they can get their hands on. He shows me around and we talk for way too long. Should have been back by now, but I don't want to. And anyway, it's my day, isn't it? I just want to stay here with him. I like him because he's taking an interest to me. That sounds sad, but I'm still here, so sue me. We get into his bedroom and the view is magnificent. We're so high up and it's so peaceful. Not even the birds are up here. I sit on his bed. And I think that makes him uncomfortable. Me sitting on his bed, his private space. But you know what? He doesn't say anything, so I just carry on. We sit there in silence and I think maybe he wants me on it. Maybe it's just a little bit too easy getting me on it. But maybe not, let's face it, I don't know what he's thinking, do I? Well, until he says he has to pop round the corner shop to get some stuff, I get it. I don't think he gets laid a lot. Doesn't have any supplies on hand, if you catch my drift. Oh, I can't believe this is happening, but here I am, and I can't think about my actual life outside of this right now. Because I just take off my clothes, don't I? Spice up my hair, then I try and pose like all posh. I don't even know if I look sexy. It's honestly been a while. I just end up half sitting, half slouched down, nearly kind of lying down, but not quite. But I can tell you it's very uncomfortable. But it'll be worth it. I'm doing it for the look. So I hope it looks good. I might just look like a right idiot now. His face will tell me in a minute. I get a moment to think. This is kind of stupid even for me. I really shouldn't be here. I mean, I shouldn't have gotten out of my bed this morning. Then I wouldn't be naked in someone else's. And I also start to think about how long it takes to go to the corner shop. I mean, it's called a corner shop. I feel like it's forever, but it's probably just because my arm is falling asleep and now it's getting pins and needles and it's really rather kind of painful, but it's okay because the bedroom door finally opens. And there he is with birthday cake. Alongside my colleagues, my husband, my kids, everyone shouting happy birthday. Then they all look at me naked in his bed. The room suddenly falls deadly silent.